Hi, my name's Daryl. Now I do a lot of content on my RAV4 Prime, and one of the videos I did was on jump starting your RAV4 Prime because of battery drain problems if you leave the Prime plugged in for over a week. Well, today I want to talk to you about a portable jump starter. Now, the benefits of a jump starter include that you just don't have to carry around jumper cables in case you have any battery issues. You also, you get a lot of peace of mind. And you can easily jump someone else's car without having to get out battery cables, mess around with their battery, mess around with your battery. You basically just take your portable jump starter, plug it in, and plug it into the battery, and you're good to go. Now, this particular jump starter, it's made by a company called Anderman, and it has a lot of really nice features. So it really has this nice case. It's really solidly built. And let me go ahead and pull this out, and you can see how portable this thing is. So this thing literally sits in the palm of your hand. So it's really nice, very light. I think it's under 3 pounds. And you can jump start your car up to 80 times on a single time with over 2 years of standby time. Now I'm going to be testing the jump starting just to see what the effect on the battery is. So we'll see that in a little bit later. The other thing about this jump starter is you can use it in a whole bunch of different climates. So you can use it up to -4 degrees and up to 140 degrees Fahrenheit. It doesn't even get that hot in Las Vegas. Now it charges with a USB-C cable in under 2 hours. It has polarity reversing, and so if you happen to get the cables reversed, nothing bad will happen to the battery. It has anti-spark technology built into it, so you don't get any crazy sparking. It's got a built-in flashlight, and you can also use this for charging your portable devices, such as your phone or whatever portable devices it has. I think it has over 20,000 milliamps, so it's not a super really good power bank, but just in case you have it in your car, and you can always use it. Now, I've had this unit for over a month now, and initially I charged it up just to 70%, and I just let it go into standby mode. And today I checked out what charge I had, and it still had 70%. So yeah, I don't see any signs of it losing its battery charge. Now, to test the unit, I'm going to be jump starting my Mustang GT. So I'm going to jump start it over 10 times. It's currently at 100% now. I did jump start it once just to test it, just to make sure it would work, but I'm going to jump start it 9 additional times, and we'll see what kind of charge it has on it after doing that. So let's get started. All right, so to use the unit, basically you open up this little flap right here, and this is where the battery cables connect to, and this is really nice and heavy duty. So you take the cables, and it only will connect one way, so if I try to go that way, it won't go in. I go the other way, and then we're good to go. And if you notice, I get this kind of weird flashing light, but that means it's not connected to the battery. Now, I didn't want to have to totally discharge my battery, because that's really bad for your battery, so I actually just disconnected it, and so I'm going to use the jumper cables without the battery even connected. Now, I wouldn't recommend you do this. You can do this, but what's going to happen is the alternator, it kind of uses the battery kind of as a, I guess you could say like a fail-safe device. So when you get voltage changes, it uses the battery to kind of manage that. And you can hurt your electrical system if you don't have your battery connected. But we're just going to jump start it, and then we're going to turn it off. So hopefully no harm done. So like I said, I have done this once. I'm going to do it 9 additional times, and we'll see what kind of charge we have after we get it done. So I'm going to connect the positive to the positive side. It's still blinking, so connect the positive to the positive cable. Okay, then I'm going to connect the negative to the negative cable. Okay, if you notice, I didn't get any sort of a spark or anything, and now it's green, so that means you can then start your car. So let's go ahead and start her up. All right, right, so that worked great. So we've done it twice now. I do want to check to make sure that reverse polarity works. So we'll plug it in. I get the flashing light, and I'm gonna connect the hot to the negative side, or to the ground side. And then I'm gonna connect the ground to the hot side. And nothing really weird happened. I just get some flashing and a little signal saying that the polarity is reversed. So that's pretty cool. So let me unhook the battery, and then I'll do 8 more jumps. All right, so I successfully did 10 jump starts of the Mustang GT with the device. And let's see how much battery life we have left. Yep, so it says we have 77% left on the charge. So only used 23%. I think that's pretty darn good. I'm sure you're not supposed to do 10 jump starts in a row with the device, and you're certainly not supposed to hook it up the way I hooked it up, but it worked fine. So let's talk about how we should use this with our RAV4 Prime. All right, so for your RAV4 Prime and your RAV4 Hybrid, as I talked about in that previous kind of jump starting your RAV4 Prime video, your 12-volt battery isn't in the engine bay. It actually sits back in the cargo area. But one of the things that Toyota did is they did this ingenious thing. They actually added a little connector in the fuse box that you can use to jumpstart your vehicle. So what we want to do is we want to open this fuse box up here. Okay, and there's this cover right here. It's got a positive signal on it. So what you want to do is just lift that up and uncover it. And you can see that there's like a silver portion right there. So then what we want to do is hook up our battery charger. Okay, and then we want to take the positive cable and connect it onto that silver portion. Okay, and then we take the negative crimp, and then we want to hook that up to one of these bolts right here, and those will serve as our ground. And when you do that, you then get this green light, which lets you know that you've successfully connected to the 12-volt battery. So now it's providing electricity, the 12-volt power to your system. So now you would be able to start your car. Now, I can't say that this device is the best out there. On Amazon, it only has 135 reviews, but the rating is 4.6, and this company focuses on these jump starters and level 2 EV chargers. Now, the cost on Amazon is under 50 bucks, and the company provided me a 20% discount code for my audience. Now, if you don't get this one, I'd still recommend that you find one off of Amazon or somewhere else just to have that peace of mind. One other thing, the company also has a unit that includes an air compressor or a flat tire. And if you're interested in that, it's about 20 bucks more. And I'll have a link to both products as well as the discount code in this video's description. And I hope to see you in the next video again very soon.